So Bluebonnet here was supposed to be bred months ago. She was just kind of acting a little flirty with Wildfire here, so I brought him out. I'm going to bring her out. She could just be flirting. I'm not sure. I have sort of given up on the does that I don't think are bred. They're all Mini-Nubians. So I let her out, and I'm actually excited about what I see. She is not showing any interest in him outside of the pen. She's running away. So I will give her another minute because she's young. Some of them have acted like they want nothing to do with the boys, and then a few minutes later, they're all about it. So I will give them a couple more minutes, but I'm thinking that she's either not in heat or she's hopefully bred. I think she was supposed to be due in April. And they can be really tricky, so you can see how she runs from him or basically ignores him, and you can also see how he's not super interested. Like he's still a boy, so he's still gonna check her out, but if she were in heat, he would not be leaving her alone, and she would be acting like she was interested in him. So let's hope for some babies in April. She definitely doesn't look any rounder, but Mini-Nubians don't tend to get quite as round, and being a first freshener, she could just have one little kid in there and not show that much. But we'll see come April. So number one question around here lately has been, are the Mini-Nubians bred? So we have had just an interesting time with the Mini-Nubians this year. They have been hard to tell if they're in heat. They have been in heat and then they have come back into heat like a week later and been bred again. And sometimes they just start flirting again and acting like they're in heat, but then when I put them with my buck, they have no interest in him. And so I am just unsure if they're bred. So obviously we would like, everybody to get bred each year. That's the goal. These are, mostly dairy goats, and so if the Mini-Nubians are all dairy goats, so if they don't get bred, they don't make milk. And the Pygoras, and if they don't get bred, they're not earning their keep, so to say. I sell their kids, and that does help me pay for their feed, and it allows me to keep having them here. So our goal is to get everybody bred every year. Now this year was kind of a funny year for the Mini-Nubians, partially because they're young. This is my first year trying to breed Mini-Nubians, and the Nigerian dwarfs, they mature a lot faster than the Mini-Nubians, is what I've noticed. They seem to grow faster, they seem to act more mature faster, and so I think that that's part of the reason. So generally we watch for size when it comes to breeding, and just body maturity as well as emotional maturity, because an emotionally immature goat, it may not do a very good job mothering, and then you end up with bottle babies if she rejects her babies. So we usually wait till about 8 to 10 months. But like I said, this year with our Mini-Nubians, they're all that age, if not even, there's some of them that are like 1 in January, February, and they still just don't seem all that ready. I have 5 Mini-Nubian does, as we've gone over before. So Luna here, I do believe that she's bred. She was bred twice, actually like 3 times. She came into heat, was bred, 7 days later came into heat again, bred her again, and like a month later I noticed heat signs again, so we bred her again, and I haven't noticed anything else. So I am assuming that she is bred, but she's probably not due until like late April, early May, I believe. Now here we have bluebonnet. She's the other one that I am pretty sure she's bred, because she came into heat. We bred her. About a month later, she came into heat again, and we bred her again, and then I haven't noticed anything except for actually yesterday she was looking a little like she was in heat, but she didn't want anything to do with the buck, so I'm sure hoping that she was actually bred. Hi, cuteness. I really like this doe. She's just gorgeous, and I'm really hoping for some kids out of her. Prairie here, she didn't show a very strong heat. She sort of a little bit acted like she was in heat, so I did put her with the buck and she stood for him, but I don't know, the breeding just wasn't very earnest, so I don't know if she's bred or not. I think we'll just have to get surprised. I haven't noticed any other heat signs, but because of her age, you know, she just might not be quite mature enough, which is fine. We can wait for next year. Now Ember here is Wildfire's sister. So obviously we have not bred her to her brother. I am in the process of buying a second Mini-Nubian buck right now. So next year, breeding season, we'll be all set. I did not notice any heat signs from her, and she is a very emotionally immature doe. I cannot imagine her being a mother anytime soon. So I just think she just wasn't ready. So she is not being bred this year. And then of course we have Misty right here, who is absolutely bred and due in a week. So that one's easy to tell. Look at that belly on her. When I say that, you know, we'll see who has babies, I don't mean to imply that I am not keeping track. That's just not safe or responsible, I don't feel. So while I'm not exactly sure who is pregnant, I do know the due dates if they were bred, you know, the first time, the second time, the third time, depending on when they took or if they took. I know the due dates. I have them written down, so I will be checking them close to those dates for signs of pregnancy, signs of labor, and I should know as we get closer, and so I know what to expect, so I can make sure that these girls have safe, healthy deliveries. Until then, we treat them and feed them as if they are pregnant, so that, you know, in case they are, they're getting plenty of